Hey, if you're running a Shopify store, you know you want Google to see you as a credible expert, right? Well, today we're going to dig into a really powerful technical SEO tool that does exactly that. It's called ProfilePage Schema, and trust me, it can give you a serious edge.
So let me just ask you this. You've got a fantastic team, I'm sure. Experts writing your blog posts, designing your products, maybe even leading the whole company. But does Google actually see all that brainpower? Or is it kind of getting lost in translation? For a lot of store owners, this is a huge and totally valid concern.
You see, it all boils down to how Google evaluates your site, and it uses this standard it calls EEAT. That stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. You can pretty much think of it as the gold standard for quality, and proving you meet it is absolutely crucial for ranking well.
So how do we explicitly signal all that amazing expertise to Google? This is where a powerful tool called Schema comes into play. Let's break down exactly what this profile page schema is all about. Okay, so technically it's a type of structured data, but let's forget the jargon for a second. Think of it more like a special vocabulary, a translator. It takes the information on your About Us page or your author bios and translates it into a language that search engines understand perfectly. There's just no room for them to get it wrong.
Honestly, the best way to think about it is this. You are literally creating a digital, machine-readable business card for each of your key team members, and you're handing it directly to Google. It makes everything crystal clear, concise, and just official.
Okay, so the concept makes sense, but how does this actually work in practice? Let's get into the real nuts and bolts of how you implement it.
Now, whatever you do, don't let the word code scare you. The standard format is something called JSON-LD, and it's really just a small script that you place within your Shopify theme files. This is a super common and totally manageable step in modern SEO. So this is what that digital business card is actually made of. The properties are mostly what you'd expect, right? You've got name, job title, a link to a nice high-quality image, and a short description or bio. Pretty straightforward, but the real power, the secret sauce, comes from that last one, sameAs. And this is so important. The sameAs property isn't just a link to a LinkedIn profile. It's your proof. It's how you connect all the dots for Google, verifying that the person on your site is the exact same well-established expert who has a presence all across the web. This is a massive, massive trust signal.
All right, so you've put in the work to create these digital business cards. What's the ultimate SEO payoff for your Shopify store? What do you get out of it?
The benefits are direct and they are powerful. First, you strengthen what are called entity signals. You're basically helping Google build a solid knowledge file on the key people behind your brand. This directly supports your site's EEAT score, it improves your content's credibility, and it just flat out helps you rank as the authority that you are.
Here's the big takeaway. With Profile Page Schema, your team bios are no longer just static pages. They transform into active, powerful SEO assets that are working behind the scenes to build your store's authority 24/7.
So, as you start thinking about applying this to your own store, there's really just one question left to ask. Who is the very first expert on your team whose profile you're going to build?